Started the week by climbing the biggest hill in the neighborhood. I'm already out of breath, but looking to do about 8 today. I guess last week was a bit of a recovery week. I think we did 47 miles, 48 miles. Try and get into the 60s this time around. First mile of the week. Many more to come, hopefully. Had my fun last week too. I ran a 5K on the track, 15:34 on Saturday, and had a wedding yesterday. I was surprisingly not hungover at all. Didn't even get drunk. I thought I'd be in trouble, man. Had a few glasses of wine, but had a really fun time. I am all socialized out though, so I need a couple days to recoup. If you guys have been tuning into the series lately and have been enjoying it, or just any of the other stuff I upload, my other shenanigans, and you haven't subscribed, what are you doing? Get on it. It's free, and I'd really appreciate it, by the way. We're a bit past 3.5 right now, coming up on the turnaround point. Just ran into like a little biker gang of kids. That got a little scary for a second. I feel like I'm at another point in my life right now. Just like everybody else, sometimes things just compound, and things get really heavy for a while, and you're stressed and you're tired all the time, and some things kind of have to be put on hold. You gotta be an adult for a little bit. A lot of that is a result of me making bad decisions, but a lot of it is just, once again, life. And you could be on it. You could be just killing it, making all the right decisions, and still things just fuck up. I've just been busy all day today, just trying to catch up on things after last weekend being really busy and all, and it'll be all right. I really needed this run though, just to kind of clear my head. It's good therapy, like I always say. And there's the noise I've been waiting for, one of my favorite noises, halfway done. And I hope you guys are killing it as well. We're like a family, we're like a team, especially you guys that tune in all the time. I really appreciate it. And I think we take something from each other, help each other out. That's what it's all about. We're just getting better out here. If a dumbass like me can improve, you can too. Fit check. One thing that I need to start focusing on is one thing at a time. I have this horrible habit of focusing on too many things at one time. For instance, while I'm training for this Columbus Marathon, I'm also saying, I'm gonna focus on running a fast 5K. I'm gonna focus on this ultra in July. I just need to pick one thing. The ultra can kind of work for the marathon, so I'm gonna focus on that for the next few weeks. Just bumping up that mileage, teach my legs to run for a long time, get some solid long runs in. I'm excited for it. I think it's gonna be a really fun time, and I think the ultra, if I'm gonna find any success in this sport, it's gonna be there. But for the 5K, I'm thinking I'm gonna do that time trial later in the summer. Get good fitness in, good speed work. I don't have to worry too much about that right now. Veering off course here. I've earned myself a pee break. 2 miles to go. Let's finish this one out. First run of the week is done. 8 miles on the day, and started to loosen up a little bit towards the end. I started to feel pretty good, despite it being so hilly. So that's good news. Looking for my pride and joy. My boy, I hear him. Hey, buddy! Hi, Walter! Oh, this guy doesn't know that I've only known him for a few months, but I would die for him. I feel like every clip is the same to start every single run. I'm just walking out the door and I turn left. It's not as warm out as I thought it was going to be. I was kind of putting this off the last few hours because I thought it was going to be a shit show. But it feels quite nice. I think it's important for people to see how monotonous this can be though. A lot of people may be putting something off, and to get somewhere you kind of have to go this route. It gets really boring. And it's like the same shit every single day. So that's what it feels like for me for the most part. Bro, I just rounded the corner onto the trail and almost just got nailed by some scooters. Two of those high-powered electric scooters just barreling towards me. So a little jump scare there. Took yesterday off. I don't feel like I'm ready to start doing 7 runs every week. I'm liking the 1 day a week off right now. We'll eventually get into that 7 day a week grind, but not yet. Just catching up on some sleep after my busy weekend. Running 7 days a week takes a toll on you, physically, mentally, everything. It burns you out. It sucks. You know, it's like a full-time job when you start doing it, so I'm kind of easing myself into that. It's a commitment for sure. Mile 1, fit check. Feeling all right. Sun just went down a little bit too. Feels nice and shaded. Here's the halfway point here, 4.5 miles at 30 minutes and 30 seconds. I didn't go out knowing what I wanted to do today. That's pretty much how I do 95% of my runs. I usually just make things up on the fly with an idea kind of about what I would like to go. There's a range. So most days it's pretty much 7 to 10, right? And then as I start running, I kind of figure out, do I want to do 7, 8, 9, or 10? It's based off of how I'm feeling and how the last few days have been going, stuff like that. Really not that complicated or deep. Little 42-minute 10K there. Feeling really loose, man. A little sore in the quads like I normally am, but I feel like I could go at this pace for a very long time. It's just one of those days. I've been giving myself a really hard rap recently, just, oh, I'm so out of shape. How did I lose all this fitness? Why do I feel so bad? I'm racing so poorly. But in reality, I truly believe all those people that kicked my ass in the 5K the other day, for instance, I'd probably beat them all, or at least give them all a run for their money if it was 20 plus miles. 30 especially. I'm just built for that right now. I haven't felt too confident recently, but if you put me at an easy to moderate pace for a long time, I think I'd really shine. I think the confidence is there, and I think I need to take advantage of that. That's why we're doing a 50K next month. I've been going pretty much 640, 650 the entire run. Still feeling smooth. Very, very hungry right now. We're doing taco night, so I'm getting hype here in our last 2 miles. So let's just go home, rip these last 2 out. Just got back from a little 9-mile jog. Oh, my head was blocking. This scooter goes way back. It's a relic in our family. Come on. Oh yeah! Weather is really nice right now. I'm even wearing a shirt. I thought it was gonna rain. I checked the weather and apparently it's just kind of cloudy right now. First mile into our slog today. Maddie said she'll do 10 with me if we go nice and slow, which honestly I'm okay with because for whatever reason I'm really sore today. I didn't really go that fast yesterday, so I don't really know. We're probably gonna lift after too. Just taking a little pee break here at mile 5. We're about to turn around. We're halfway through. Still feeling kind of shit, but I'm just glad we're out here getting this done. So, let me throw on my glasses and let's get going. I love going this way on the trail because it's all downhill from this point forward.
Don't tell them that. We're gonna run slow.
Yeah, we're gonna slow down. And we're still gonna go faster than what we were just doing. Yeah.
Just 8-minute bombs.
Coming up on 7 miles here. Topic of discussion for this run has been energy. And for whatever reason, we have seemed, both of us, to lack a lot of energy recently, despite the amount of sleep we get and so on and so forth. And a lot of it, of course, comes down to nutrition. As you guys probably are aware, I don't have the best nutrition. Funny enough, Maddie's a dietitian.
I have a degree in nutrition.
And
do not act on that degree.
Yeah, but we're talking about like things, obviously we know we should focus on that more and do better, and if we did, our lives would be a lot nicer. We're truly thinking about acting on it, finally, and getting things back to a nice, healthy position. And also, we're talking about how interesting it is, because it makes no sense when you think about it. Would you guys agree that on days when you seem to expend 0 energy, you have less energy, and on days when you expend a lot of energy, you seem to have more energy? So Maddie just stopped to go to the bathroom real quick and opened the door on some unsuspecting old guy that left the door cracked open. Like, what a weirdo. She's just like, oh, fuck me.
I just wanna go home.
And that was that biker. For the last like 3 miles, we've like kept passing him because we keep running into like roads and stuff to catch up to him and then pass him.
Dude,
and then he passes us.
He's riding his bike like 3 miles an hour.
It's really awkward. But he's long gone now, hopefully. One more to go, and our lack of proper nutrition is definitely catching up to us right now.
I had a hot dog today.
Yeah, so this corner store that we always frequent, they were having like a little barbecue outside, and we got some glizzies. I woke up this morning and had 4 wings left over from wing night yesterday, and I had a cinnamon roll, thanks Maddie, and a glass of milk. Keep in mind, I haven't drank milk in months.
I wish I had a cinnamon roll right about now.
And then like an hour before this run, I had another cinnamon roll
I
and another glass of milk.
So fast.
I think I'm hooked on the dairy again. That's where we're at. I know we're disgusting, but we're just being honest, right?
Picture of health.
Somehow, some way, we got through that one, and actually a pretty decent pace at 7:08. So I guess for feeling like shit, it's not a bad run. Now we're just walking home. We didn't feel like running up the hill, so we just kind of went out a bit further, and here we are. Just chilling here right now, and earlier I said we're gonna lift. We've decided against that. It's again this whole nutrition thing. We just need to get to the bottom of it and like get things sorted, because I don't really have anything left, like energy wise, but I just feel so weak. Until we start seeing progress with that, I just want to take it kind of easy. If there's one thing that we both seem to do very well, I'm always on it with the water. I consume a lot of sugar. I'm taking Walter for a walk right now, and he's literally the worst walker on earth. He's embarrassing us.
You would think that this leash committed a war crime.
Oh!
The second he said this, Walter. I say we get him drunk at the brewery.
About to get rolling here for our easy Friday jog. 5 to 7 miles, I'm thinking. Damn, can you see him? He's being a little asshole. I broke a clay pot earlier, and I just chased him all around the yard trying to get it out of his mouth. Last night, I went to bed around midnight, the usual time. Woke up at 8 or 9, and then I just kind of walked around, just lived my life for half an hour, and then I just got so tired, laid back down and fell asleep until 11. I'm always complaining about how I struggle to sleep. Now all of a sudden I find myself sleeping nearly half the day. It's so weird. And when I wake up, I don't feel good. I still feel tired. I feel drained. I'm a mess, man. Regardless of how I feel, I'm still out here, even if I'm still going through the motions. During the winter, when I had that bout with plantar fasciitis, which was one hell of a struggle, I just pretty much trained right through it. There were a couple days I took off where it just felt really necessary, but overall I just found a way, even though I was really just struggling most of the time. That's kind of what I'm doing now. Making an effort to fix whatever may be going on and hoping for better days, I guess. I forced myself to take a freezing cold shower a couple hours ago, and that seemed to help. I've been kind of riding that wave ever since. Just trying to let you guys know what's going on, and these videos can be really sad and depressing, or they can be really uplifting. They're just real. Here's the halfway point. 3 miles. My watch is losing the plot here. It's taking me a bit further than I normally have to go to hit the mile marker, but I'll turn when it says 3 because I'm OCD. I'm very excited to eat. Maddie and I just went shopping for the last hour or two before now. Tonight we're doing homemade tomato soup and grilled cheese. It's gonna be the bomb. My watch definitely just tried to compensate for the mile there after it took me out further. Probably about 7:30 average the last 2. This is the one thing that sucks about running in the evening. I gotta get out of this habit. My stomach hurts when you're eating all day prior to this rather than just running on an empty stomach in the morning. You're gonna run into issues from time to time. It's gonna be a dodgy last 2 miles. 1 more mile. Can I make it? Dear God. Barely, and we're not gonna talk about what transpired when I got home, but 6 miles. See you tomorrow. Just got back from my 3-mile run. You got offerings for me. He keeps taking my clothes, but if you saw the yard, it's just littered with my clothes and a bunch of random shit. Training myself, as pathetic as it is, to start running in the morning again. I think that'll help me just feel better throughout the day rather than waiting. But we're gonna run again later. Just 3 easy miles this morning just to get the blood flowing. I always hate going to work having not done anything because I just feel like those days suck. Hey. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. What's up, everybody? It's actually Monday of the next week, but I wanted to sit down here and talk with you about how the last week went. No injuries or anything like that. I'm just going to preface it with that. After my 3-mile jog on Saturday morning, I opted not to run that evening. Just, once again, not feeling well. And then I took yesterday off. I just have decided, after all of that, that I've opted to take the next week off from running entirely. Give myself that fresh reset that I feel like I've really been needing. I thought I had a solid reset after the race, but not really. I look at it like this. When you finish cross country or you finish indoor or outdoor, you usually get like a little break, especially in the spring, just to reset and get things back in order so you can start training again. That's why I look at this. I'm still going to be doing stuff. I'm going to be lifting, doing all the core and working on my nutrition and stretching. Just no running. And I think it'll be better for me. Like if I went out and ran 100 miles, that'd be great, but I think it would just be better actually to not run at all. That's where my head is at right now. Other than that, everything is swell. Getting things back together. And thanks so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe and like the video if you haven't already. And I'll see you in the next one.